the Royal Rumble match. One of the greatest matches of all year. It is 30 men with one opportunity, and that is to main event WrestleMania. Now, this year is no different. There's a lot of people in the Royal Rumble match already that is going to make it one of the best of all time. Will this beat my favorite of 1992 Royal Rumble of the best of all time? Only time will tell after we see what happens this Royal Rumble. On Sunday, there is one thing that is going to happen, and that is surprises. The Royal Rumble is known for many surprises in that match. Whether it's returning superstars, new superstars coming to WWE, or if it's going to be something that we never expected. Today, we are going to be looking at 10 Royal Rumble surprises in the 2017 Royal Rumble match. 10. That's right. At number 10, we're looking at Tye Dillinger entering the Royal Rumble match. Now, I see him entering at number 10. Would Tye Dillinger actually make it to the Rumble match? That's here or there or this or that. Nobody really knows. Now, there are possible ways that this could happen. Now, if you want Tye Dillinger to come to the main roster, you could have him be in the Rumble match. Or if you don't even want him to come to the main roster and kind of just give a nice nod to NXT, have Tye Dillinger enter number 10 in the Royal Rumble match. This would be great to kind of put him in the match. And if you wanted to, you could have somebody else attack Tye Dillinger and let them take his place in that match. I think this would be perfect. It's a great way to give a nod to the fans. And if you watched NXT last week, there was a lot of fans chanting 10. Now, he does have a match with Sanity coming up at the NXT TakeOver San Antonio before the Rumble, but that doesn't mean he couldn't be in the Royal Rumble match before. As you remember, Sami Zayn did a TakeOver match, and then he was at WrestleMania, I believe. So it is possible. Tye Dillinger, number 10, would be perfect. Speaking of NXT, in at number 9, Samoa Joe making a surprise entrance this year in the Royal Rumble match. There's been a lot of speculation that this is the time. This is the calling up for Samoa Joe to the main roster. Now, we talked about Tye Dillinger entering number 10 and getting attacked by somebody. This would be perfect for him. Number 10 hits, his music hits, out comes Tye Dillinger, and he gets attacked by Samoa Joe, putting Samoa Joe in the Royal Rumble match. I think this is a perfect time to call up Samoa Joe right before WrestleMania. Samoa Joe is a guy that can hang with a lot of wrestlers in the WWE right now. If we wanted to push the envelope here and have Samoa Joe go all the way and win it, probably not going to happen. But if it did, we could possibly be seeing Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Even if this match doesn't go down that way, that's something that could happen, is Samoa Joe entering in the Royal Rumble. I think it's perfect for him to come up now. I think that he needs to be on the main roster. I think he's worked his way up NXT. He's done pretty much everything that he could possibly do there, and now it's his time to come to the main roster. Continuing on at number 8. We don't have just one. We have any number of people, and that is the WWE UK Championship Tournament participants. Now, if you watch the WWE UK Championship Tournament, you know that Tyler Bate is the WWE United Kingdom Champion. Now, what is the future for these guys? At this current moment, we really don't know what is the future for these guys. They haven't publicly come out and said, yes, this is what's going to happen. It's a weekly show. Here's what's going to go down. We don't know yet. We have a lot of very good talent that could be appearing in the Royal Rumble this year. Whether you want to put the champion Tyler Bate in that match or Pete Dunne, the guy who didn't win the United Kingdom Championship, but Triple H is really high on him. Even a guy like Wolfgang or Trent Seven, and anyone from that tournament could enter into the Royal Rumble match. I think that if you want to launch this United Kingdom weekly show, you put a guy in there like Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Wolfgang, Trent Seven, any one of those guys, and it would be perfect. In at number 7, here comes the money. That's right, Shane O'Mac being in the Royal Rumble match. Now, there has been rumors that Shane McMahon is going to wrestle at WrestleMania. He's a great hand. I think that Shane McMahon can handle himself in the ring when he needs to, and I think putting him in a WrestleMania match would be awesome. Now, how do you get him to WrestleMania but put him in the Royal Rumble match? The crowd pops when Shane McMahon's music hits, and everybody loves it. Shane McMahon could be that power-hungry GM authority figure, the authority, whatever you want to call him, that puts himself in that match. Now, Shane McMahon could be setting up for a feud with somebody on the SmackDown roster. There's a lot of people that would have beef with Shane McMahon, and putting him in this Royal Rumble match and having either Shane eliminate them or that guy eliminating Shane McMahon could set up for something nice leading towards WrestleMania. So I think it only makes sense that putting Shane McMahon in the Royal Rumble is money. Before we get too far into this countdown list, I wanted to tell you guys about the WWE Slam Crate. It is a bi-monthly subscription of WWE merchandise for the best fans of the entire universe. We have 10% savings if you use code TonyPizzaGuy at checkout. Follow the link in the description and get your box today. First off, we have the Bailey Bear. That's right. It is an awesome bear that my animals want to chew up. This is such a good bear. I love it. Up next, we have a John Cena metal die cast. Collect them all. We have Finn Balor, Paige, Brock Lesnar, John Cena right there, and Triple H. It's got a removable base. It's metal. It's heavier. It's like kind of like a pop vinyl, but heavier and better quality. This is a cartoonish look. It's a die cast, metal, great stuff. They have a bunch of awesome ones on the back, like I said. We have the WWE Intercontinental Championship pin. This is great. You can put it on a bag. It's awesome. It's very good quality. Dream big is the theme. Up next, we have something that I love, which is these hats. I love beanies. It's wintertime. Let's look at our hair and let's put on this beanie. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, this is really warm. Oh, wait a minute. The exclusive, phenomenal one, AJ Styles t-shirt. It is gray. It is a grayish, blackish. It looks bluish on here, but it's actually like a grayish color, and it's only available in this slam. This is what you're missing out if you didn't get it. And on the back, it says AJ. And look, I'm actually wearing my AJ Styles phenomenal shirt. Now I can trade that out and just throw this one over top. We're looking at the bottom of the crate, which is Dream Big. We have this the Slam Crate. We have John Cena, AJ Styles. Love it. And then they give us this monthly look at everything. They talk about all the cool stuff that you get this month, plus a poster, an interview with Bailey, outside the ring with Bailey. Love it. They have Connor the Crusher on there. Talking about him, I just rewatched that stuff from WrestleMania, and boy, did that make me sad again. And we have an awesome Ultimate Warrior poster that you could hang up in your room if that's something that you want to do. There it is, everybody. That is the WWE Slam Crate. On Monday, when they announced that Big Show was going to be in the Royal Rumble match, I groaned. Why is the Big Show in the Royal Rumble match? Why? But it makes sense. He's got a big match coming up with Shaq at WrestleMania. And at number 6, I think that Shaquille O'Neal gets involved to promote the WrestleMania match. Whether Shaq is going to be in the match itself or he's going to just be on the sidelines and kind of help Big Show get eliminated, I think that Shaq should get involved this year in the Royal Rumble match. I think that you have to do something with Big Show and Shaq to set up for their big match at WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble's perfect because Shaq doesn't have to do a lot and he can still look cool. Maybe have Shaq come in, face off with a Big Show, a bunch of people can eliminate him, or Shaq can just help throw the Big Show over. I don't know what you want to do, but I think you definitely need to get Shaquille O'Neal in the Royal Rumble match. In at number 5, we have the Game, Triple H. Now, Triple H just made sure that Seth Rollins was out of the Royal Rumble match, so it would make perfect sense to put himself in the Royal Rumble match to try and headline WrestleMania. Now, there's a number of different ways and other different things that could go down to make that Triple H wouldn't win this match. Whether you want to have Seth Rollins get involved, whatever you want to do, Triple H should probably be in this Royal Rumble match. It would add to that hatred that hatred that you want for Triple H and that Seth Rollins retribution you want. Triple H screwed Seth Rollins out of the Royal Rumble match, whether it was Stephanie or whatever, but Triple H screwed Seth Rollins out, so you want to see Triple H take a spot in the Royal Rumble match. I think Triple H returning, getting involved into the Royal Rumble match, and then that could lead up to the match at WrestleMania versus Seth Rollins. Ever since it was announced that Kurt Angle was going into the Hall of Fame, everybody's been thinking, is Kurt Angle going to be in the Rumble match? Well, number 4, we see Kurt Angle participating in this year's Royal Rumble match. Now, the rumors were that Kurt Angle had only talked to Triple H, didn't talk to Vince McMahon, and only talked about the WWE Hall of Fame. That's what Kurt Angle said himself. Whether he's telling the truth or not, we never really know because things can always change and nothing is certain when it comes to the WWE. Now, Kurt Angle was supposed to appear at 5 Star Wrestling over in the UK, but he was pulled from that event. So now, Kurt Angle is going to the WWE Hall of Fame. Could we be looking at a surprise entrance in this year's Rumble? I think it's possible. I think that if you put Kurt Angle in the Rumble, again, like I said earlier with Shaq, Kurt Angle doesn't have to do a lot. He can just come in, he can have a nice little appearance, and then he can be put in the Hall of Fame. Or, if Kurt Angle wants to wrestle more and set up for a WrestleMania match, you have Kurt Angle go in and then set up for some opponent here at WrestleMania. I think putting Kurt Angle in the Royal Rumble would get a huge reaction from the audience. Everybody would love to see it. And with Goldberg returning to WWE, that makes me think that anything is possible and that Kurt Angle could be in this year's Royal Rumble match. In at number 3, we have the return of the Demon, Finn Balor. Finn Balor has been injured and he lost the Universal Championship, and this is his time to come back and return into the WWE. We know that he was there for the WWE UK Championship tournament, but he had no wrestling role. I think now is a perfect time for Finn to return, have him come back in the Royal Rumble match, whether you want to do a demon entrance, whether you want to do a regular entrance, you could do whatever you want, but Finn Balor coming back at the Royal Rumble would be huge. Now, you could even go as far as pulling the trigger and have Finn Balor win the entire thing, have Kevin Owens retain, and then you could have Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, WrestleMania main event. I think that would be perfect because Finn Balor never lost the Universal Championship. He never lost it. And then you could have Finn, Kevin Owens, their match could happen at WrestleMania. I think that would be awesome. I think that would make for a perfect surprise entrance in this year's Royal Rumble. And it's probably the most certain off of this list of people to be in the Rumble match. In at number 2 for surprises this year in the Royal Rumble match is Kenny Omega. That's right. We've been talking about Kenny Omega coming into the WWE, and there's been rumors on what he's going to do with his future. Even today, Pro Wrestling Tees tweeted out, is Kenny Omega going to WWE? We don't know. You might want to buy the t-shirt before it goes away because once he signs with WWE, all the Pro Wrestling Tees t-shirts are gone. So they're putting those rumors out there. Kenny Omega is not scheduled. He's kind of just taking a hiatus for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So we're waiting to see what's on the mind. All Kenny Omega is doing right now is raising the stock. The stock goes up and up and up of Kenny Omega. Now that makes me wonder, is he going to come into WWE or is he not? If he came into the Royal Rumble, would be a perfect time. They would have to somehow work out a deal with WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling. It would be dumb on New Japan's part to let him go, but if they did some sort of deal and they let him go in the Royal Rumble match, that would be amazing. This would be one of the biggest debuts in the Royal Rumble next to like AJ Styles or something. I didn't think that AJ was ever going to come in WWE, and when he came in, it was amazing. So if Kenny Omega came in, that would mean back-to-back years for a New Japan pro wrestler to debut in the Royal Rumble match. I think if Kenny Omega debuted in this year's Royal Rumble, that would be too sweet. And the number 1 surprise in this year's Royal Rumble could be Sami Zayn to win the entire Royal Rumble match. Now, Triple H has tweeted out, or in an interview, or has said, can't remember where he said it, I believe it was an interview, that you will not believe who wins this year's Royal Rumble match. You will not believe it. It is unbelievable. Well, if Triple H puts himself in that Royal Rumble match, this would be a perfect time to have Sami Zayn win it all. You could come down to the very end, however you want to do it. Sami Zayn ends up making it to the end. Triple H ends up making it to the end. And we know that Seth Rollins got screwed out of his chance at the Royal Rumble due to Triple H. Now, we know that Seth Rollins and Triple H are going to have their match at WrestleMania. It's a given. Everybody knows it. But you have Seth Rollins help Sami Zayn eliminate Triple H because they're still friends. It was just sort of like, hey, I got to get in the match. You got to try and stay in the match. That's why they fought. So Seth Rollins helps Sami Zayn eliminate Triple H, and Sami Zayn wins it all. You're probably like, what? What kind of match would be at do you really want to see Sami in the main event? Yes, you do want to see Sami Zayn in the main event. Kevin Owens retains at Royal Rumble. This is how the cards have to align. Kevin Owens retains. Sami Zayn wins. You set up for Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, WrestleMania. They have had some amazing matches all over the world. Independent, NXT, WWE, now WrestleMania, main event, Sami, Kevin Owens. What an awesome contest that would be. Holy crap, would that be amazing. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of my 10 surprises in the Royal Rumble match this year. Is there anybody that you think should return that I didn't put on the list, or somebody that should be in it that I didn't put on the list, or some surprises, maybe like I said, Sami Zayn winning it all? What do you think would be a cool outcome for this year's Royal Rumble match? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And again, if you want to save some money on the WWE Slam Crate, make sure you use code TonyPizzaGuy to save 10%. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll be back after this Royal Rumble to see who won it all. I'm excited. This is awesome. We love it. We like it. The best time of the year. Anyway, guys, TonyPizzaGuy 2